Whoa! I've never seen anything like it. Welcome to the channel. I'm Tom, this is Sierra. Today we're in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Just behind us was the Grand Forks Bottling Works. It was started in the early 1880s by Herman Kruger. It's long gone, but I noticed a strange sink spot in the backyard. I believe it could be a well or a cistern. It was common for artifacts to be thrown down these back in the day. We're gonna head out back and see what's going on. Here's the backyard. It's fairly open. You can see the old clothesline. It's probably from the 30s to 50s. Same with that shed. It's built out of round nails. Looks like it hasn't been kept up since the mid-1900s. Right over here, just off of the sidewalk, you'll notice this sunken area. I pushed a 4-foot rod through the ground, hit what I believe is coal ash, and then I pushed a 7-foot rod through, hit what I believe is glass. We'll get this thing opened up. Down 4 feet, we've been going through layers of wood ash, coal ash. We're getting into broken glass, on a bunch of broken soda pieces. Looks like a half-gallon piece. And what else do we have? Could be a fragment to a broken beer bottle. Let's see. Drury & Son, St. Paul. This bottle not to be sold, but I guess it is to be thrown down a well or cistern behind the bottling works. I think we're into a well or cistern, by the way. Looks like it was filled in circa 1910, based on what we're finding here. Now, what do we have down here? This would be a pipe. I think it might be a well. That might be the pipe for it. There's all kinds of glass. There's a wood liner. I just hope not everything down here is broken. Well, the soil is wet down here and looks like it preserved these labels. This one I believe is creme de menthe. This could be monumentally historic. These could be one-of-a-kind labels down here. What I'm going to do is get a bottle of spray fixative to spray on these so they don't deteriorate as soon as they hit the sun. It's loaded with glass. Top's knocked off. That's an old bottle though. That could be European made. Looks like a... No, you know what? That's not. Top's not knocked off. That's a tooled top. Turn mold bottle. That's gotta be European. wow, ABA, Carrington, Grand Forks, Fargo. This is the first example known. I've never seen a quart with the 3 towns on it before. That is outstanding. That is amazing. May have some intact bottles. I'm finding all kinds of broken Hutchinson bottles. Yeah, there's one from the Grand Forks Bottling Works. Hopefully they didn't break everything they threw down here. I know sometimes bottling works would do that. It was illegal to reuse competitors' bottles, so they'd just break them, discard them. Those broken foreign pieces. And an intact one. Or no, you know what? That's a broken crown top made by the Streeter Bottle and Glass Company of Streeter, Illinois, circa 1905. Broken whiskey bottle. Wonder if it could be the drop when these were thrown down, that they were broken from the fall. Whoa, whiskey blend. We're gonna need some fixative for that. Look at that label. Seen the light of day for the first time in 110 years. Just says whiskey blend. I don't see any companies on it. Seems kind of counterintuitive that they broke everything, that they were filling in the well. A broken Hutchinson bottle from Sheridan Company of East Grand Forks, Minnesota. Broken beer bottle. And another broken beer. How everything is broken down here. Wonder how they even broke these. It's such heavy glass. Hopefully we can get into a layer. Oh, H.O. Kruger, Grand Forks NDAC. That's an earlier one of Kruger's bottles. Early 1890s. And a 3-piece mold whiskey bottle, circa 1905. Looks like there's a few of them stacked in here. Kind of rolled out a bit. Grand Forks Bottling Works, Grand Forks, North Dakota. That's a tooled crown top bottle that dates to about 1910. And another one, identical to the last, I believe.
Almost.
Everything, yeah. Streeter Bottle and Glass Company, Streeter, Illinois. Just a beer bottle maybe they were reusing and it broke, so they chucked it down. Broken American Bottling Association soda from Fargo. And a broken Oscar Sheridan Hutchinson soda bottle from East Grand Forks. May have a whole bottle down here. I dug through a cap layer and then saw this, so some kind of chemical bottle. It's an applied top on it. That's an oldie. That's a very old bottle. Looks like it's got some whittle on it, maybe hammered from the plates at the glass house. Wonder what else we got. I was hearing some whole objects. And a broken European-made ginger ale bottle. Looks like a turn mold. Likely had an applied top. You can see that clay cap. I dug through and then just right underneath it is the trash layer. Here's a ironstone china bowl, likely used by Kruger's workers circa 1900. I'm amazed. I was picking dirt into this bucket and noticed something metallic. That's got to be silver. I am amazed. Look at that. It's in amazing condition. It's hard to read the company on it. Let's see what we got. Rogers Brothers. Yeah, that's silver. You can see the stamp right there. Now, this is amazing that it held up in the ground this long. This thing's got to be 120 years old. Look at that. So we're down 7.5 feet. This drops at least 4 more feet. I'm certain this is a well. You can see the clay right here where they cut into it. There's some rotted wood. Was wood lined. This thing could be 100 feet deep, but we've got a few pieces here. We'll start working on them. I've been finding all kinds of broken fragments. Okay, some kind of European ale bottle. Looks like a turn mold, probably a crown top. Probably circa 1905. And yeah, just whichever one, go for it. Oh. And we've got a soda bottle from the Grand Forks Bottling Works, Grand Forks, North Dakota. It's a tooled crown top. Let's see if we can pick it up. Full of groundwater. And it's like a beer bottle. So I'm guessing the Bottling Works was reusing these. And a Streeter Bottle and Glass Company of Streeter, Illinois. Alright, it's a select style beer bottle, crown top. You can see the SB&G company mark on bottom. Again, circa 1905. Whoa! I've never seen anything like it. So this is some kind of zinc glazed Albany slip jug. You know, that's wild. Almost looks like an egg shape. Look at that. That's got to be early 1900s. And I guess we could just go for all this stuff in the wall here. There's a few. We have a broken soda bottle, broken Grand Forks. Oh wow. Oh, Glenwood Spring Water Company, it's amber. That's unusual. Check that out, an amber Glenwood. I may have seen one of these before, but I can't say for sure. Broken soda bottle. That one right there could be intact. Huh. And looks like a splits bottle. What do we have? Oh, Queen City Bottling Works. Alright, so this was Crookston, Minnesota. It's a broken Queen City Bottling Works soda, circa 1905 again. Some kind of enamelware. Huh. An enamelware tea kettle lid, coffee pot lid. And Daktota Bottling Works. Hutchinson bottle. This one's, I think, 1906 to 1910. Daktota Bottling Works. I think might have something right here. Oh, another Daktota. Yeah, you can see the embossing, the full embossings on this one. They must have just been using the competitors' bottles after they closed down. Maybe they bought their stock and then reused them until they broke. Well, we're down about 12 feet into the water table, and there's a bottle. I'm gonna reach down here and get it. Okay, it's some kind of ginger ale, I think. Some kind of European ginger ale. Or an ale bottle of some sort. Looks like it dates to the early 1900s. Let's see if there's anything else down here. Thanks. There's like a bunch of rust and like rotted wood, making it like difficult to dig through. But I am hitting glass. Looks like a broken blank soda bottle. Oh wow. Whatever this is, it's early. It's got a key mold, hammer whittled. It's got to be 1870s or 80s. We're down like 14 feet. Sierra's got a couple bottles down there. We have an applied top beer bottle. That's a tooled top. Or turn mold, I mean. Applied top turn mold. Blank. What else do we have? Okay, a broken beer bottle. Applied top. So we're into like an 1880s or 90s layer down here. We've been getting all kinds of rusty metal and like rusted pipes. It's a tooled top food bottle.
I'm not feeling nothing.
Nothing else?
I thought I did, but no.
Okay. Right on. Here's the haul. I concluded this was a well used by the bottling works, the late 1800s. Looks like it was filled in circa 1910. One thing I noticed was a bit unusual, is that the well wasn't dug in line with the lots and blocks. I wonder if it was dug to true north. Maybe it was dug before this part of town was platted, but the bottling works was in line with the plat, so it's hard to say for sure. Got a Vaseline container, some liquor bottles, some broken sodas, salt glazed stoneware, that unusual jug, zinc glazed, some beer bottles. I did pull up an F.W. Schleberg prescription bottle off bottom. That's an 1892 patent, so gauges the era this was filled in. A couple chemical bottles. Well, there you have it. We'll get it filled back in. Day 2 on this lot. We got the well filled in later yesterday. Still worn out, but we're next to the garage into some kind of layer. Looks like there's some glass and stoneware pieces. Let's see how it goes.
It's this metal thing that's like jammed up between it.
Oh yeah. Looks like we have a salt glazed crock. Is it intact? It could be 120, maybe 140 years old. It's wedged in there, isn't it? Wow. Here we go. It's intact. Look at that. Beautiful. Salt glazed. Any stenciling on it? Any writing on the sides that you can see? Any stamping on bottom? Looks Red Wing, maybe Minnesota. Oh, look at that 5 gallon. Or no, 5. That's not 5 gallon. I wonder what the 5 stands for. That's unusual. I've never seen that before. Is it painted on there? It's probably a black linseed oil paint. Wild. That looks like a circa 1905, maybe circa 1900 ketchup bottle. Looks like a tooled top. We've got a paper label on the front there. That looks like a Mrs. Winslow's soothing syrup. So those bottles were nicknamed the baby killer. It was literally morphine for babies. It was marketed to quiet babies with colic, and it was common for babies to overdose on the morphine, hence the name baby killer. a prescription bottle. That looks like an 1896 patent. Is that what it has on the bottom?
Yeah, it's very tiny. 1896.
There we go. Nice. Dug a few of those over the years. And it looks like another soothing syrup. Yeah, another Mrs. Winslow soothing syrup. We've got an early soda. You can see the color change. That's use later from an outhouse. So, what do we have here? It's a blank, but that is early. That is so early. Look at that. It's got an applied top. And I can tell, because if you look close, it looks like the glass is dripping down from the top. So that means the glass was applied separately. In later years, they would tool it in with the glass of the mold, but yeah, that was definitely one of Herman Kruger's early bottles. Solid 1880s. Looks like some ironstone china. FTP company. Ironstone china. I'm not sure if I've ever dug one of these before. It's got a black stamp on it that's gotta be pre-1890s. Could be, who knows, 1870s. Oh yeah, all those specks, those are undigested seeds. Further confirmation we're in an outhouse. So this is the mark of Powell and Bishop. I believe they were in Stoke-on-Trent, England. Huh. And a jar, could have been some kind of bottler supply. Almost looks like it has a pontil mark. So what a pontil mark is, when they form the top on some glass pieces, they would have a rod attached so they could turn it and form the top. And that rod was called a pontil rod, so that's a pontil mark. Could be a, oh yeah, mustache cup. Look at that. They had this so when you're sipping your tea or coffee, your mustache doesn't get wet. Looks like had some lettering on it. Could have been a gift piece of some sort. Oh, Worcestershire sauce, Lee and Perrins. That's a tool top. It's got a nice green color. I suppose that's 1890s, maybe late 1880s. Oh, just clearing out the sides. It looks like, okay, some kind of a turn mold ale bottle, maybe a wine or ginger ale, circa 1900. This pit's done. Here's the haul. I concluded this was an outhouse pit used for the bottling works residents around the turn of the century. Got that ginger ale or English ale ketchup bottle, prescription. Did find this Japanese gold paint. Bottle that is something else, still has some gold paint in it. I'd seen those advertised in old magazines before. A Lee and Perrins Worcestershire sauce, Hutchinson soda bottle, ironstone china pieces, faux wood doorknob, Winslow's soothing syrup, and the 1896 patent med. There you have it. I'll get it filled back in. We're down a couple feet, and this just rolled out. Hutchinson style soda bottle. So this was the Kruger Bottling Works, and there's a bottle from the man himself, Herman O. Kruger, that dates to about 1900. Definitely on the right track. We've got a few more pieces. One seems like it's fairly ornate. There's a bit of broken glass down there. Wow, Looks like some kind of salad dressing, possibly. Is there any writing on it? Sometimes those panels will have writing. Looks like a tooled top piece. Nothing. Okay. Yeah, circa 1900. Oh, on the bottom of a round bottom soda bottle. Oh wow. So Cantrell and Cochrane from Dublin and Belfast. That's an early 1880s bottle. So you see the round bottom. Those were like that. So when the bottle got where it was going, it couldn't sit upright. When it sat upright, the cork could dry out and the drink would lose carbonation. That's pretty cool. It looks like a liquor flask, maybe a pewter cap liquor flask. Nice, it's full of groundwater. Yeah, it must be a ground lip on it. Dandy style flask, I believe they call that. Nice, circa 1905. Some kind of glass. Broken window. A lamp chimney, so that looks like a pearl top. It's got those beads on the edge of it. It's 1890s, turn of the century. I'm feeling some glass down here. Whoa! Look at that color. That is beautiful. It's a clay marble, but that cobalt is something else. That's got to be from the late 1800s. Oh, that's amazing. Feel embossing. These get me every time. I think they're a prescription bottle, but they're McMurray's Honest Bottle Best 10-cent extracts. Tooled top, circa 1905. And part of a breast pump. This is machine made. You know what? That might actually be blown. Yeah, there's no seam lines on it. That's, I think it's got a ground lip on it. Could be chipped off. Circa 1900. There we go. Trepanier and Company, pharmacists, Grand Forks, North Dakota. Circa 1895. They had one of the first drugstores in town. Actually, the second one, I believe. DM Homes had the first one. transferware, some kind of English transferware. And a bottle. And maybe another bottle. Looks like some kind of pharmaceutical. I'm gonna guess this has PD and Company on the bottom. There it is, Park Davis. They had one of the largest pharmaceutical manufacturers in the US. I found their bottles all over the place. It looks like a liquor flask. I think that's an Eagle style. Benz. Okay, so that's George Benz. He had a company in St. Paul, Minnesota, I believe. He had an Apatine Bitters bottle that's extremely collectible. Not sure if I found one of his flasks before. These had paper labels on them. A solid use layer, look at that. All kinds of china. Look at that pattern. It's got some gold stenciling. Really nice blue. That was fairly high end for its time, circa 1905. Look at that. That's some transferware. That's a wash basin. That's got to be 1880s, 1890s. You might find the rest of it. This should have a registry mark on it. You can narrow it down to a specific month the pattern was registered. Look at that. That's wild. Looks like some kind of castle. I wonder what this was. It could have been like a chamber pot. You can see the use layer of the outhouse. All those specks are undigested seeds. Got a child's shoe. They have all the pieces. Huh. Look at that. You know, I just noticed. There's one side of it, and there's a mark on the bottom here. Maybe we'll find the other pieces. That's definitely a clue. Don't see any stampings. Yeah, it's that brown color. That's solid 1880s. Oh, there's the lid for a Red Wing crock. That's a I think salt glazed. That's an early one. It's got to be 1880s, 1890s. It's got that design on them. I think all the Red Wing pieces have that. I'm fairly sure it's Red Wing. Found the bottom. The soda, what do we have? It's intact. H.O. Kruger, Grand Forks, North Dakota. No damage. 29 on bottom. Look at that. It's got to be 1890s. Still has the stopper in place. Definitely bottom right there. And I'll clean out the left side of it here. May have another bottle. Maybe some ironstone china. Huh, some kind of a stenciled piece, it looks like. Gold leaf. It may have a bottle, may have another soda. Nice. The bottling works a lot. Another H.O. Kruger. Intact. With the 29 on bottom. Light aqua. And some kind of dinner plate. I don't see any maker's marks on it. Not sure if I've dug this pattern before. Got like a floral design on it. Huh, some kind of European ginger ale bottle, I believe. It's got a partial label, but it's too far gone. On a Mason's patent jar. That's an oldie. It's got a ground lip. Mason's patent, November 30th, 1858. Look at that opaling. That is beautiful. Huh. Eddie and Eddie, St. Louis. I think they were a pharmaceutical outlet. Never dug a jar from the company. That's got a ground lip. Usually I dig these kind of cork top pharmaceutical bottles. And we've got something big over here. Classic Lydia Pinkham's vegetable compound. That's a tooled top. This was a female patent medicine. It was popular around the turn of the century. Here's the haul. I concluded this was an outhouse pit used by the bottling works around the turn of the century. Got a decent variety, some jars, condiment container, that breast pump, liquor flasks, that extract bottle, the prescription from Trepanier's pharmacy, some broken ironstone, that European ginger ale bottle, I believe, patent medicine, some sodas, that marble, some more ironstone pieces. Well, there you have it. We're gonna fill back in. We're down about 3 feet. Saw this Blake style prescription bottle. Nothing on it. This is early though. Look at that flat base. That's got to be 1880s. No embossing on it otherwise. We're off to a really good start. We're getting early ironstone china, 1880s stuff, and drops into a layer down here. There we go. DM Holmes, druggist, Grand Forks, Dakota Territory. Look at that. He started the first drugstore in Grand Forks, 1877. David Montgomery Holmes. He was mayor of Grand Forks at one point, I think around the turn of the century. And another. At Grand Forks, Dakota Territory. It looks like the lip was damaged probably when they pried the cork off a bit, maybe when they threw it down. Try to carefully pull these out. Looks like a little round style prescription bottle, maybe some kind of pharmaceutical, no embossing. And another DM Holmes and Company, Grand Forks, Dakota Territory. That is wild. It's got some groundwater in it. And a blank French square style prescription. And a blank Blake style prescription. Oh, some kind of footed goblet. Must have broken there and they discarded it. Looks like a molded glass. I thought it was embossed at first. That's a Philadelphia oval style prescription bottle, 1880s. All kinds of glass down here. And a broken Trepanier Brothers Pharmacy bottle, Grand Forks, Dakota Territory. Looks like we've got some more prescription bottles. Whoa, what do we have there? Higgins Magnolia Balm? They made a lot of those. Yeah, that's a solid 1880s bottle. Milk glass. Awesome. Nothing on it? Okay. Blank Blake style prescription, 1880s.
It's like an S on it.
Broken, maybe pharmaceutical, or is that a soda? That's thin glass. I don't think it's a soda. Huh. Definitely 1880s. Is that a key mold? Looks like that might actually be a key mold. Amber glass, looks like a turn mold beer. A broken extract bottle. And they sometimes have writing on the side of them. What do we have? Castoria. Okay, that was a castor oil patent medicine. So Dr. S. Pitchers. The other side should have either Chaz H. Fletcher's or Dr. S. Pitchers, Castoria. Nice. It's like a beer bottle and another prescription. A blank Blake style prescription. Okay, this was a wine bottle, non-alcoholic wine, turn mold. It's probably an applied top. This could have been soda also, but they generally put non-carbonated drinks in these. 1880s for sure. Some kind of tool top. Pharmaceutical would be my guess. There's no stamping on it, but definitely fits the type of bottle. I wonder. It's hard to tell. I'm checking if it's an applied top. I think it's tooled though. DM Homes and Company, Grand Forks, Dakota Territory. These are really good bottles. And a blank. LB. I've seen these before. I've dug these before. I have no idea what LB stands for, but I think it's a little pharmaceutical bottle, dual top. And I believe this is some kind of condiment container. Another tooled top piece. Let's see. We have a partial label. Machine, I think it's sewing machine oil. That fits the style. Sometimes these could be flavoring extracts, but has more boxy shoulders on it. Sewing machine oil. And this has a hammer whittle effect to it, so the whittle, call it hammered, I think the plates were hammered. And another LB. I've also heard that it got this ripple because it was one of the earlier bottles made during the day, and the hot glass on the cool metal caused that ripple effect. And a blank French square style prescription. This could be a bluing bottle. That's an applied top. That's early. Oh yeah, key mold, look at that. That's got to be early 1880s. I'm guessing it's a bluing. Could be a pharmaceutical, maybe an ammonia. Mexican Mustang liniment. I've dug a lot of these over the years. Tooled top. I've dug these on military forts before. So this one's probably 1880s, but they were making this all the way back, I think, before the Civil War. And a tooled top patent medicine bottle, blank, no embossing. All right, what do we have here? Another DM Homes and Company. That's amazing. Grand Forks, Dakota Territory. Oh, that's an early bottle. Patent medicine, another blank one. And some kind of pharmaceutical. I wonder if this could be like bromo seltzer or some kind of medicine to settle an upset stomach. Oh wow. So a triangular shaped bottle. This was sewing machine oil. Here's the haul. I concluded this was the earliest outhouse pit used by the bottling works. Seemed to be solid 1880s. Got a good amount of Dakota Territory era prescription bottles, all from DM Homes Pharmacy. Got some pharmaceuticals, patent medicines, pharmaceutical there, maybe a condiment container, food bottle, chalice, wine bottle. Well, there you have it. We gotta fill back in.